Alright guys, we're back with war number 3, and we're trying desperately for a deathless war. That is the goal. We're starting off on path 9. We had nothing in path 8 in section 1. Path 9, we've got the hazard shift Penny here. We're just going to hit into the block during the poison phase. Just have to be careful that if I don't want to go unblockable and take the incinerate damage, so I'm just going to wait out now. Now it's the poison phase. I can go all out with Hulkling. Drop a big old special 2, and just like that, almost halfway through the halfway done the fight here. Again, we're just gonna wait out that last hit. I have to wait out the unblockable. Now I can go back, hit into the block, wait for the incinerate phase to end, and then we can just attack into the poison phase here, go for one more special 2, and Hulkling does his job perfectly against Penny. Next is Void. Now I think that I did this fight in the off season and it went great. One small mistake here is that I think I started with a power start 1. And because I immediately jumped to a bar of power, it gives an indestructible buff to, like an invulnerability, like an indestructible buff there right at the beginning of the fight to Void. So instead of taking the immediate like cold snap damage right at the beginning, I basically gave away some free hits there, free invulnerability there to Void. And then I wasn't really paying attention to my combo meter as much as I should, and there is a point in the fight where normally when you're fighting Void you want to be eliminating his intimidating debuffs, and because I let one of them on me, there's one of them that actually prevents dexing, or has like maybe a 30% chance or 40% chance to for your dex not to work. And when he does get that debuff on me, there's actually a point in the fight where I dex it and it doesn't affect me, and then there's one where I dex it and the dex fails and I get clipped. So at a certain point here, what I've been trying to do is throw that special 1, and then what I really need to do is, and that's the dex failed there, but I still managed to dex through that one. I should have gone for a couple more hits to remove there. I finally remove it. But there is going to be another one that applies because I'm a little bit behind on my combo. And you can see right here, I go and the dex fails and I actually get hit by the special 1. So at this point, I'm really just using the cold snap damage here. I should have countered there with a heavy, but we get through the fight. We out damage Void. Iceman still works really well. I think if I played that smarter, I would have been fine. Here, Valkyrie against Absorbing Man on Shockbleed Conflictor. The goal going in was just hit into his block. That's all you got to do. Play Valkyrie style, and I've done this before, and I can, not this particular fight, but I can play Valkyrie. It's just like doing the Hulk in the side quest or any Valk fight. And I know now the goal is you want to be careful not to parry, because that's going to give him power from Conflictor, and you want to not let him refine his mode, which is letting him throw like 2 special 1s or 2 special 2s in a row. And I think right there I did not mean to parry, or right there I didn't mean to parry, and he gets the power gain. So now I need space I can't get stuck against the wall against him, and I end up throwing that special 2, but he's still in his Uru form and it doesn't get the big bleed damage there. I don't want to counter with a heavy there. I don't want to put any debuffs on him, and I don't want to take any hazard shift damage by throwing any hits into him. So I actually get into a horrible spot, and I get clipped by the special 1, and that's not going to be the worst of it. So now I need to be more patient and wait almost for his not push him over a bar of power until his meter in the top right disappears, but right before it happens, he gets another special 1. And so now he's refined it again. His regen is very high, and I get clipped. I think this fight is over. You might have thought this fight is over, but we are just gonna go all out, not screw up the rest of the fight. There is crumbling armor, so I am getting some willpower healing from this, and now I just got to play smart the whole way here. Okay, now I got his form off of him, so that's fine. Now I can push him over if I need to, but that's fine. We can push him, that's fine. But now we just need to back off, keep hitting into the block, and when we get that special 2, try and get some solid damage. Even here, I think I end up throwing it. I can't wait for his form to disappear. We get some big damage in there. And then once we finally get him out of his mode, once we've got all those pierce buffs, you can see those direct bleeds going to him. And we manage to get through it. I thought the fight was over. This was a tight war. I could not afford to blow it so early. I think that was actually the first fight I did before I did those first 2 in section 1. Next we got path 9. We've got a hazard shift, shock and bleed Kitty with one eye open. So with Viv, I just want to make sure that I do not parry during this first section here, and then is right there as it ends, I can go ahead and parry, and instead of one eye open, I can avoid the damage there. I can get my opening by going for the parry but going invisible instead. And I'm going to go ahead and push to my own special 2. I want to get the special 2 followed by the special 1. So now it's in the shock phase again. So I'm just going to hit into the block. I'm just going to wait this out, take some block and evade those special 1s. Now that this is done, I can go ahead parry again, as long as I finish my combo with the heal block there, which is what I like to do, which is like a medium light medium or medium light light medium, whatever it is. As long as I finish a combo and I put one of my medium ending or light ending combos in after I go invisible, then I can go invisible again the next time I parry. If not, then it's going to be a parry stun instead. Now we get the special 1, and as long as she does not have a bar of power, even from distance, unblockable special 1. Viv doing Viv things, really awesome fight there. Next, Shocker with CGR on, again, Incinerate, Shock, and Bleed. I play this one, again, horribly, but we manage. It's the only fight I needed CGR for, and I almost butchered this one as well. So again, what's the old sports adage? Bend but don't break. That is the goal here. Bend but don't break. Make sure we can get through these fights. I go ahead, get a big old special 2, got the power back boost on and everything. Trying to go for another one, but I screw up and I go for an intercept and get clapped by Shocker here. I'm actually, at this point here, I forget that he's going to auto-block me when he goes over too many charges. I need to either get auto-blocked or you got to intercept him to remove those charges. I end up going to put some Incinerates on him. He throws that special 1. Now I need to intercept him. So I go to try and go for the intercept. I know he's going to be unblockable when he dashes in. There we go. We get the intercept off. Reduces his charges, but we took a little bit of shock there. That's fine. And again, nice little intercept. Remove his unblockable. We throw the special 1. Just trying to get any damage down on here. I'm sure there's way better ways I could have played this one, but I was just frustrated. There, we're going to go ahead, bait the end of that special 2, and get out of this one. I got shot. I got stunned at one point. It was ugly, but we got out of it. I'll learn again, it's a learning experience there. I'll improve for the next time. We had to throw some potions on Iceman here because Magneto is a global defender, and I don't want to deal with him getting too much power. So, but it's pretty easy here with Iceman. You can see all those beautiful power burns on the right-hand side. I'm pretty comfortable evading Magneto's specials. Obviously, you don't want to deal with the special 2 if you don't have to, because even though I feel pretty comfortable evading it, you don't want to. And I used to fight Magneto's a ton on this side of the map when I used to do it many seasons ago, it feels at this point. But I used to fight him with Kingpin all the time, and I got really good at standing right there on the special 1, let him throw it and counter it. there I was too far away, so I know I can't attack in. But if you can figure out the timing, or you get it right where you're close to him, not too close, but you're close enough that the beginning of his special one bridges the distance between the two of you, and then you can attack in, there is a good opportunity to punish that special one. Otherwise, if you're too far away, then you don't want to do it. But really easy fight with Iceman here. And down goes Magneto. And then the next fight, I totally blanked on the fact that the neutralize is not as good as it is for Gorr with Wiccan. I can't actually nullify any of the buffs he's going to get at the beginning of the fight, and I should have had an invulnerability boost on, because then that would have made this fight a lot simpler. And if I fight him again here, I will use an invulnerability boost, because even though he's melting away from the neutralize, he still has way more buffs than me, so unless I can get like an Odin on or something, Wiccan is melting him, but he is gaining so much power so fast that I am just screwed at this point, and I'm like, oh god, I am going to be taking a SP3. I do have class advantage here, and I am just praying at this point that I don't die. And for like the third time this war, or at least the second time, we are at the end of our ropes here. We are almost dead. We throw a random special one into his block just to bridge the spacing, and the damage that was already being done does its thing. Next fight, I gotta heal up Wiccan again, so this is an expensive ass war. But it's okay. These are tight wars. We're talking like we are only putting up like 11 deaths and winning like 11, 15 or something. We are playing at an excellent pace right now, especially because we've got some tier 1 like multipliers for these first few wars. So we are doing excellent, but as a whole group. And I don't wanna blow it. So here we've got the top mini in section 2, and Wiccan is going to do great stuff against Galan here. I'm just going to try and keep him neutralized the entire time. If he's neutralized, he's not going to be getting his buffs. His buffs are going to be converted into incinerates, and we can work from there to just melt him down. I also I can't parry and knock him down because I don't want to... it's one eye open, so I can't parry, even though I have heard that if you parry and knock him down, you're not going to take as much damage because there is the protection on where your attack is not going to be so much until they're knocked down. So in theory, I think you can parry and knock down, but I didn't want to risk it on here and take too much extra damage back. So we just go ahead, we cycle special ones. It's a little slow. We keep evading his special ones and attacking back in. And it is unfortunate that we keep taking a bunch of chip damage. We are going to have to heal up. We got 2 more Wiccan fights in the boss circle, but Wiccan is an amazing champion. I think this is only a rank 3. I think my rank 4 is actually on defense on the other account, but I did rank up 1 on both because I know that I'm going to need him. So, again, slow fight here with Wiccan. I probably should have possibly built up to the special 2, get some more damage in, but that's fine. At this point, I'm just happy that he's melting away slowly but surely, and it's a relatively safe fight. I will try and hold block and get a resistance up to pause my debuffs, and there down goes Galan. Next, we've got a Hulkling on Vigorous Assault, Recovery, Safeguard, and I put an invulnerability boost just in case I screw up with my combo at the beginning, and I go to hold block, and wouldn't you know, bye-bye invul boost, absolutely slapped to the face. I don't know what happened. I'm literally trying to hold block at the beginning of the fight or go for the parry immediately, and I cannot get it. So, okay, of course, I trigger a regen, so he's unblockable, but Wiccan has this amazing ability that if you back up and hold block, you get a resistance up, then you can block unblockable hits from cosmic champions. So I'm not too worried about his unblockable. And then we're going to go ahead and just keep cycling our medium ending and light ending combos, going combos into special 1 to further extend our passive neutralize and incinerates. And then as long as the neutralize is up, when he gets all his buffs, they are just going to get converted into incinerates instead. And lots of incinerate damage on Hulkling as he just melts. So once you get into a good rotation, anytime he gains a buff, as long as the neutralize up, he's going to take incinerate damage instead. So again, really, really nice job here with Wiccan, and he's relatively sustainable because his special ones will heal up. Now, his ability against Terrax here is also great. Again, an accidental parry is going to screw me a little bit, but we're okay. Wiccan, what happens is that any passive energy damage that he's going to take, so any of the wonderful Terrax damage that I take from being too close to him while he still has his rock field up, even though I'm taking that damage, as soon as I throw that special one, you can see I've dropped down to like 54%. I throw my special one, and I am just going to rocket back up my health. There we go. So in 100% of the damage that you take from Terrax that was specifically burst damage, you are going to heal it back with a special one. So anytime I keep taking that damage, I can just keep going ahead and healing back up again and again and again. There I had an accidental parry and it's stunning reflection, so that really sucked. But the only way, and the way you can remove the stunning reflection is with by putting incinerates on Terrax. So I put lots of incinerates on him, and because of that, it removes the timer, and then you actually have parry vulnerability. So in theory, you could parry when it's down and you're doing extra damage. I throw that special one again, I heal back up a little bit, and goodbye Terrax. Wiccan just absolutely melts him here. He works perfectly. And then last but not least was a hazard shift Baron Zemo, incinerate and poison, and he's stun immune. Again, I told you I could play Valkyrie, and here is a much better indication of how I do it. Again, I'm not a perfect Valkyrie player here. I know you can mess around with the combos and go up and down with your combo and get the Pierce and the Bulwarks going, but I'm usually just very conservative with my Valkyrie gameplay. Wait for Zemo to turtle up and just go 4-hit combos into the block for the most part. If he throws that special one, I'm just gonna wait and go right back into hitting into the block. That's all I want to do here. I do not want to hit into him normally because I'm not immune to any of the incinerates or poisons, so I am just gonna go ahead and again, just play the Zemo dance here, dance around back and forth, and make sure that I can hit into his block, get those Pierce buffs going, and yeah, that's all it is. We can just keep doing the Zemo dance, you know, just like in the Winter Soldier show. Put the music in there and do your Zemo dance. But that's what what is it, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So that was that's all you got to do here. Do your Zemo dance here, and even though he is a very intimidating character here, as long as you can do the Zemo dance, you are good to go on this one. Again, I'm gonna wait till I get to. I'm gonna build up to a special 2, and then I actually end up. Usually, I'll go a 5-hit combo into the special 2. There, nice big damage. Let him back up again, see if he wants to turtle up. Sometimes he just keeps dashing in, which is quite annoying there. But there you can see the nice big direct bleed damage on him. And this is a perfect 11-0. We bent, but we didn't break. But some really nice fights in this one. Even the ones that didn't go so perfectly, I think we could definitely improve those ones and get some better... do a better job if we see those ones again. So really happy, 3 wars in, we finally got a deathless one. 11 fights, 11-0. We are 2-1 on the season, and it just, I think we're getting better so far. I think every single war. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. You know, I hope you didn't get as nervous as I was when I thought I was gonna die. But enjoy it, guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye.